Well, not another episode of a new game. We're gonna be playing some Doki Literature Club. Uh, this game got pretty popular the past couple years. How long has it been since this game came out? A while ago, I guess. Um, and from what I've heard, it's like a fun game, like really fun. It was like a staple for a while of games that everybody should play. Because it's not what you expect. I've seen bits and pieces here, but to my understanding, it changes depending on what happens in the game, or what happens in the story changes depending on what you do. So, I thought we'd go ahead and give it a try. And as you can see, it says this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Well, I am myself a disturbed child, so perfect fit. Individuals suffering from anxiety, depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. You got it. No. No spoilers. So yeah, trigger warning, I guess. If you're easily disturbed by sensitive material, look away! Oh man, listen to that music. Very animeistic. I'll probably put the text speed up. I don't know what that is. I don't know what any of this is, actually. What? What is enable content warnings? Oh. Should I do that? Nah. No, I'd rather it be a surprise. See, as you can see, haven't played this. I literally just downloaded it and started to stream it as soon as it came up. Let's go ahead with new game. Please enter your name. Slutty McBuckfuck. I don't know. Where's my period? There's my period. Oh, I'm stupid. Duh. Dow! Okay, I guess I didn't need the dots. Or should I say ow? Dead Atomic Love, DAO. Yeah, I'll just go with DAO. Let's go! I am excited for a new story. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward Jesus. So it's just jumping right into it. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. She'd go to the room. I almost feel better off running away. Howdy, howdy. Have you decided to join a club yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I told you to join a club this year. Did I? No. Just like, yeah, I'll do whatever you say. I was talking about I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Who the fuck cares? I'll stay inside. Well, I guess, thank you. Becoming a neat. What is a neat? Hold on, where's my phone? What is a neat? What is a N-E-E-T? A neat. Not in education, employment, or training. Person who's unemployed and not receiving educational or vocational training. So a bum. Trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Wait, at least promise me you'll try a little. I'll promise you I'll try. Alright, well. My dude's kind of a dick, to be honest. Anime club. Alright, anime club. Nope, okay. Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I'm the only one left in the classroom. Your club. Vice President of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of Vice President. My interest in literature is guaranteed. Yeah, you don't like to read. Okay, got it. Kind of funny, don't like to read, and yet I have to sit here and read everything. Well, kind of told you at the club yesterday I would bring in a new... Oh, you son of a bitch. Natsuki. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for cupcakes. Alright, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Dejectedly follows Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, a new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance at the room. Girl 1, welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Are you... Oh, what was that fucking name before? I am horrible with names. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Fuck you, little fucking kid. Fuck you. Way to kill the atmosphere. Dal, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in the situation. This club, it's full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. She's Natsuki. Okay, she's the one who made the cupcakes. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Alright, good, I will. Brat. Says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girl. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Oh, the other one, okay. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and it's Natsuki. It's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Do I? It's great to see you again, Dal. Monica smiles sweetly. How do I know you? We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little You too, Monica. Come sit down, Dal. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them, I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Tea. As Siren mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica, one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs wrapped trays and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling super awkward, I'll take the seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Whiskers are drawn with icing, little pieces of chocolate used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one, then Monica, then I follow. It's so delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger looking for the best angle to take a bite. She's quiet. She's She's sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I'll bite down. Sweet, fluffy, full of flavor. Why are you thinking me? It's not like I haven't heard this. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for, you, dummy. Fine, fine. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri turns the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting it down on the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. I don't read. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Oh, way to fucking hound her down, dude. Jesus. Insulted, Yuri looks away. Don't need to fucking embarrass her. I meant that, I'd leave you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I enjoy tea. Well, I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Haha, well, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how... publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get the literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like festivals that much more important. Enthusiastically agree. So much reading. Okay. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal, reading. Yay! Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about reading. So, Dal, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga, I'm utterly quietly myself, half joking. Her head pops up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without even thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces a rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Okay, so fantasy. And telling a good story, blah, 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 blah. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. She's a bookworm. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Me too, actually. I like reading more like, not necessarily gory, but darker worlds, I guess. And things about like really making you think about the situation. I've been reading horror lately. I read a horror book once, desperately grasped something that I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you... I guess you could say that, but if the story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is even more successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I jizzed Natsu's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, you know, Natsuki. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting? It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcake, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sorry, Siddles. Sidles? I have no idea what that word is supposed to be. Side saddles? I don't know. Saddles. No, it's Siddles. Siddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's pretty impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No, Natsuki adverts her eyes. Oh, come down, read. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you should share some of your work, blah, 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 blah. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we'll have a new member, I think it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Dao? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I promptly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I'd join the club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision yet. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Dal? You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decisions when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, their eyes light up. I'm so happy. Sawyer wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Game would be so different, I'd let you choose. Are you going to join the literature club? Yes or no? No. Alright, bye! Peace out. Okay, everyone, I think that's it. We can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. She looks over me once more. Dal, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat. Yuriki, Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because we always stayed after school for the club. Sure, might as well. Yay! Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day at school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have to change to go a little closer to one of these girls. Where's my blanket? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make my own circumstance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Yeah, that's one thing I remember. When this game first came out, everybody thought it was like a dating simulator type. Accidentally unplugged my mic like an idiot. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, what's this? Jesus Christ, what the fuck? My fucking mic kept fucking... whatever. Okay. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Can I save real quick? Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and... I like to typically put a save all the way at the end when I start a game for the major choices, so it's always there and I never forget where, well, it's always there for me later, is the point. And then I'll bring a save all the way back up here to the front, and I typically make a save for every choice that I end up making throughout the game. Every huge major choice I think I make throughout the game. Okay. Comfort, waterfall, death, bouncy, childhood, disown, tragedies, laugh, portrait, eternity. So I'm trying to think of words that they favor. Okay. And my goal is to get more points for the girl that I like more. Okay, well there's Yuri... Oh, what is their names again? Yuri, Monika, Natsuki, and... Sayori. Not really going for Natsuki, I don't think. She's a little broody for me. There's Sayori, but she's kind of... I don't know. It's hard. I mean, they're all fine so far that I know. How am I supposed to choose? I don't know. Maybe Yuri's more of the dark, brooding type that I prefer, I suppose. You know, shy, quiet, timid. Okay, yeah. So I think I'll just try to choose words that I think she would like. Horror. We know that much. Because she was into horror and... Okay, cool. Because she's into horror and stuff. Horror, darker themes and whatnot. Lust? I don't think lust would be one. Maybe. I mean, I would think, right? Yeah. There's 20 of these, Jesus. Scars? Probably not. Time, sensation, pleasure, philosophy. Philosophy is the kind of a, like a thinking type of word, I guess. Wow, okay, Jesus, that's actually a lot more easy than I thought. Vivacious. I don't know what vivacious means. Charms, promise, romance, fun, sweet, smile, uncontrollable. Fluffy insight. I don't know what vivacious is. Charm doesn't really seem like it. Romance. She didn't really like romance things. It seems like that'd be more of a Natsuki thing. Fun would probably be Natsuki. Promise would probably be Sayori. Let's see, how many? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 words, 3 girls. Okay. I wonder if some words are between, like, multiple points between people. I'll go uncontrollable. Okay, yeah. It makes the most sense if you think about it. Like, massacre, that's definitely got to be one of hers, right? Yeah. Incapable? Maybe melancholy. Uncapable? No, incapable, not uncapable. Incapable. Melancholy. Those are both pretty close. Melancholy. Jesus, yeah, this is... But there's 20 of these. Oh my god, we gotta get through some of these. Okay. Dark. Okay, I guess I was wrong. Okay, I gotta be careful. A little more careful. Despise, twirl. Despise, maybe? Despise, clumsy, excitement, peace, lazy, clouds, feather, love, lipstick, twirl. Yeah, it's gotta be despise. Papa. Agonizing? Yeah, definitely agonizing. Treasure, rainbow, disaster, hope, fester, lollipop, summer, uncanny, fear? Fear, maybe. Fear or fester? Fear or fester? I'm gonna go with fester. It's more like kind of gross and gruesome type of sounding, yeah. Flying, happiness, what the fuck does that mean? I have no idea. Kitty, daydream, loud, anime, nature, vibrant, defeat. Maybe. Defeat. She likes fantasy stuff too, though. Alright, didn't she say fantasy worlds? Well, I mean, all books are fantasy worlds. What is incongruent? Out of all these worlds, that one's probably the most, you know? Okay, lucky. I don't know what that means. Mouse. Marriage. Shame, anxiety, forgive. Lucky, fireworks, jump, after mirage, sticky, okay? Yeah, sticky is the word. Firework, jump, after mirage? Is that like after image? Forgive, anxiety, shame. Maybe shame would be one that she likes. Let's go shame. I guess not. Okay. What the hell is Sayori into? Kiss, whirlwind, hopeless, swimsuit, existence, cage, skirt, cry, nightgown, cheeks. None of those really seem like words that she would want. Whirlwind, maybe? Like a whirlwind of chaos. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go with my instincts on these. Infinite, explode, ambient, unrequited. Yeah, like my unrequited love type of thing. Maybe not. Memories, embrace, bubbles, analysis. Like a detective novels type of analysis thing. That's kind of a dark world. Nibble and ribbon. Yeah, I'm going to analysis. And I was right. Sunset, infallible. unresponsible, unknowing, infallible is like you can't conceive it, maybe? Well, that's unconceivable. I mean, out of all of these, you know, that's probably, maybe pain and suicide. I don't know. Let's go suicide. Yeah, I was right, okay. Oh, don't tell me she's suicidal. Oh, God. Poor girl. Color, crimson, hurt, covert, pink, milk. Milk? Depression. Effulgent. Effulgent. I'm stupid. Disorient. Disoriented. Disoriented. Maybe. What is crimson? Like, the color? Is crimson a color? Like crimson blood. Yeah. Okay, sweet. Oh my god, 2 more. Desire, electricity, candy. Aura, shopping, cute, wrath, vertigo, landscape, warm. Wrath, maybe? Okay, cool. Hair, peaceful, tenacious, maybe tenacious, imagination, vivid, essence, grief, captive, flee, question. What is that noise? What is, oh, my headphones, again. Do I need new headphones? Probably not. Vacation, fireflies, universe, meager, Doki Doki. What does Doki Doki even mean? Judgment. It's probably judgment, right? Judgment, precious, disarray, or disarray. Things are in disarray. Yeah. Sweet! Oh my god, that was a lot easier than... No, it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, actually, because some words I just did not know. Hi again, Dal! Is this the next day? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Okay, cool, so it just goes to the next day. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least... but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope we're coming for you. Come, Yuri. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sioria told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. What you gonna do, punch me in the shin? Nitsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. So that's why you wanted to talk to me about manga. Okay. Finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Mana. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Dal always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. His room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, how come? You and Dal can become good friends, too. Way to make it fucking uncomfortable, Sayori. Oh. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Well, thanks, damn. Is this because I chose more points, more words for her? It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me, the rescue situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked up the book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. and we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically, I take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'll look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everything's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have been noticed in the first... If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped by the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Okay. I'm gonna let it go. I definitely start reading the book soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an honest-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by people who escape from human experiment prisons. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. A relatable story. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. You okay, Yuri? That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Dal? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these kind of things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals on their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be a naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Don't apologize, I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention. Sorry if I say something strange. Stop me if I talk too much. I really don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. At least I can do is listen. It's literature club after all. Here's cards. Can we? What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to, that is reading in company with somebody. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or something. Alright, I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over, it looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, sorry. Sorry. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more in between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. How the fuck are you gonna read it like that? It's basically in front of her. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. The way I turn the page, Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But I'm holding it in like this. We're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me, as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. And she's in the corner of my vision. More like the center of it. Oh, she's looking right at me. Touching the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. Continue reading. Jesus Christ, they do those animations quick. I didn't even notice that she looked away. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page for me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things she says and does. And she's looking at me again, Jesus. She's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of a reminiscence of some of your mannerisms. I see. Well, I guess then it is relatable then, isn't it? Yuri remained silent for a moment, but Dal, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or something. Sorry. I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I'm more meant that it's kind of cute. You were saying that all of a sudden. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share our poems today with each other. We might not have enough time if we want to wait too long. Is that alright? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri released his hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. Stand up, make a mental note where I left off in the book, then slip back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Yusuke and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, I mean Yuri, obviously, right? 'Cause, like, we want her to be impressed by it. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should write to her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri's first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ahahaha. Takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that huge compliment coming from you. It's actually the first time, really. Huh. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, trails off, unable to find excuse, traces her finger along the poem and breaking down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. The reason I wasn't able to tell is just that the specific writing habits are usually typical in new writers, and having been through that myself, kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is the way they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form the two together. End result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Of course, there's not something you can be blamed for. They're blah, 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 blah. Just fucking writing a poem. Also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, I'm fine. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing? It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all. It looks like it took you a time to read. Well, I don't read script very often, and I actually think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Wasn't it too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's the first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Dal. Really? I must have totally missed that point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Usually more than tell a simple story or paint the picture. Blah, 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 blah. Quite impressive. Me too. Alright, cool. On to the next person. I think Sayori was the other one that I got a couple points for too, so should I go for Sayori next? Dear Sunshine, oh, okay. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad, I want breakfast. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay. I forgot to do it last night. Well, that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. How should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh, yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm writing the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Monica, I guess. Monica doesn't have any, like... She didn't have a sticker to, like, get points to. So, I don't know. Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have suggestions, club like activities, things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring them up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Dal. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that will blah blah blah. I hand Monica a poem. Great job, Dal. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. That's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimate you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this right poem? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning from it. Yeah, like philosophical type of viewpoints. Very challenging to write like that effectively, without allowing people to get something out of it just by the feel. No. Okay. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Ah? So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What's the inspiration behind that? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about how deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's a poem or a story. Your brain to make it. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and type it up later. Another way to think about it is if you get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and flow. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Let me think. The one person there is. If you're not gonna take this club seriously, go home. What the fuck? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you're actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not effort. If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyways. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Anyway, I guess I gotta turn you think it's stupid. Huh? Okay. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up. Literature club, after all. Gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language, eh? What did you say, something? Oh, it's nothing. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. I was looking for suggestions. I wanted to ask somebody who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Dal did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't. And Dal liked my poems too, you know, he even told me he was impressed by it. She got you. Are you that full of yourself? No, if I was full of myself, I would be deliberately going out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Dal started showing up. What the fuck? Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Dal, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. That's the point you're trying to... Point making your poems all convoluted for no reason. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Dal. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Dal? Well, how'd I dragged in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me, so I guess who's it gonna be? Well, fucking shit, what the hell? I mean, yeah, I want Yuri to like me more, but I don't want Natsuki to be fucking pissed off at me just because. I mean, they're both right. Ugh. This is fucking stupid. I mean, I guess if I say help me, but my end goal was Yuri, right? I mean, should we just make this a Yuri playthrough? They're both right. This sucks. I guess I'll go with Yuri. You're right, I liked your poem, see? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wanted to even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri,
You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing is, they're still putting feeling into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki feels threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see, I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? She clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Snatches her poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Tsuki, you really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. Gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. You know, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thank you, Del. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Oh, the bra stuffing thing. That must be it. Make enough room for one more person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Dal, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learned something from your friends, too, so your poem will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Nod to myself with newfound determination. Dal, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Everything has that theme behind it in this game. About what happened earlier, what do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No, it's really the first time I've seen a fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Since it's nice to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone makes me happy. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's, every day is going to be so much fun, sigh. You looks like Sayori still hasn't caught into the kind of situation I'm in. I'm sure I'm being friends with her, we're nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, cool. Heaven sent. Hurt. Heart. Variance massacre. Dark imagination clouds clumsy. These are a good amount of words that would probably be... Maybe massacre. Yep, I knew it. Eternity, wonderful. Doki, well, there's Doki Doki again. What the fuck does that mean? Playground, fun, captive, holiday, horror. Explode, flying, frightening, alone, skipping, cute, marriage. Contamination, okay. Fantasy universe. Wasn't fantasy one of the choices before and it ended up being wrong? Contamination, sickness, disease, yep. Pink, twirl, kiss, disarray, spitting, poof, rainbow, candy, disoriented, and judgment. Maybe judgment? Like, passing judgment on you, Yep. Vanilla, death. Just death. Hope, friends, ocean, unending. Unending would probably be one. Ocean, peaceful, bubbles, per, inferno. Unending. Yep, COVID party, marshmallow, fear, music, dream, socks, treasure, extraordinary philosophy. Shopping, calm, fireworks, hop, tragedy. Whoa, whoops. Okay, flower, pout, hair, vivacious, lipstick, sing, childhood, after mirage. That was one. Vivid, parfait, empty, sticky. Uh-oh, sticky. Despise, climax. Despise, maybe? Yep. Promise, vacation, depression, sunset, existence, embrace, time, grief, skirt, crimson was one. Aura, jumpy, atone, milk, defeat, swimsuit, raindrops, smile, incongruent. Incongruent was one, wasn't it? I just don't remember what it means. Vertical, special, unrestrained, my unrestrained rage. Love, breathe, lazy bed, secretive. Secret. Melancholy was definitely one. Anger, papa, effulgent? Heartbeat, giggle, sadness, vitality, email, waterfall, disaster. Yeah. Booyah. Adventure, wrath, tears, cheeks. Hey, new game downloaded. Sweet. Misfortune, ambient, blanket, lucky, nature, mouse, nickel, mousey. That'd probably be, Natsuki. Nature, too, I'm thinking. Ambient? Definitely ambient. Think more, gotta think about words that, like, make you think about it. So, precious? Maybe? Or maybe uncanny. I'm gonna go with uncanny. Makes more sense. Yeah, see, you gotta fucking go in for it like you know what you're talking about. You know, nightgown, whirlwind, like whirlwind, yep. Kawaii! Not kawaii, uncontrollable, maybe. Booyah. Incapable. Excitement, sparkle, anxiety, disown. That one's pretty harsh. I don't think that's one. Or maybe it is. I think incapable would be more of one. Because incapable is what stood out to me first. I'm gonna go with incapable. It stood out to me first. Games, chocolate, silly, summer, cheer, intellectual, infinite, laugh, family, and extreme. This is the last one. Extreme. Or infinite, actually. Infinite. Booyah! Oh, there we go. Let's go. See, I know what I'm talking about. Maybe. Sometimes. Another day passes. Time for the club meeting. Alright, hell yeah. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Dal. Hey, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing you get in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you, isn't it? Whoops, actually, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Well, that, all of a sudden, no reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sarah nervously retrieves her coin purse, fumbles with the latch and gets it open, then turns it upside down. Contents spill on the desk. 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry, or you wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It's just something in my book. Yuri, tell Dao to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Frankly, pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I just got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the retribution. What? Yeah, that. Still coming from you, Sayori? Guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the cupcake, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Retribution. Just fucking throw a cookie in her face. Just eat it. Monika's gone. Oh, they're talking about a boyfriend or something. Yep, see, boyfriend. In that case, best of luck, thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. She should leave Sayori's mischievous escapades out of this. I'm not sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has settled down. Yuri's back to her book, Natsuki disappearing into the closet. Why is there a chair in the closet? Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed you're reading a different book from one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh, no. Just kind of been waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yeah, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Long legs. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounded to explain to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monika, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Dal in the club activities? My mouth gapes. Suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go, Dal. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. I was a little rude, but I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. Dal, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them anyways. Hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns into a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. You wouldn't hate me for something as terrible as that. Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would that be? Friend, you say? Lifts her head. Dal, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yeah. Nearest water fountain, fill up the water pitcher, return to the classroom. Dal, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Sets the temperature on the kettle for 200 degrees. Now time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course, I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? What's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain pretty regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? I always hunched over like that while I read. Yeah, I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolates as well. A bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden away from Yuri's candy radar. I take it since I go with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups to our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri's always kind of cute, but while she's being less apprehensive, it's more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with hand, not focused on the book. I end in a position that makes it harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. A few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little bit. I put the teacup between my legs, fumble with the chocolate wrappers. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. Might get smudges on the paper. You're right, I didn't even think about that. My bad. I need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? You sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. He holds it. But as a result, her left arm practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused. And I take a chocolate and pop it in my mouth. Take another chocolate. Hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation were completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I practically place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Dal... Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. No, well, you were just helping. Something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. And then, you don't need to stop or anything. I see. Situation's gotten really tense. Yuri returns to the book, but I can tell by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet me. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling with the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Yuri jolts back. Time to share poems. Doubt you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. Spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. That was like fucking sudden. Yeah, Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. Jeez, what a cock block, Monica. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Obviously, Yuri first. See what you've written today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Dal, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of technique we're practicing. Maybe that's why. I've never looked at hands and thought, like, they look sweaty. There we go. I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught off by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. Moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. Very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Oh, perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. A rush of blood. Classic. A rush of blood. Classic. Parlovish conditioning? Pavlovian. Okay, Pavlovian conditioning. Okay, I get it now. I can see that. A lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right, it's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express my vivid imaginary and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if it takes face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me and indulge more usual hobbies. And those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Respect each other and their individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things, writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Dow. That exaggerating a little bit. Just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. She smiles sincerely at me. For a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Who should I go to next? Let me check the time real quick. We've got a little more time to go. Did you say 3 or 4? I'll be off at 3. Okay, yeah, we got a little bit more time to go. Let's do this quickly. Monica. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess I'll take that as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. My poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. I feel like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. I can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too, or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her head. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish that she didn't keep herself too much. But still defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Ah, you completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? A fictional one anyways. Monica kinda whispers the last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyways, you want to read a poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me, the colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, the endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, and piercing. Sin, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Ugh. Like playing a Vinley on a pizza. Ugh. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Load me? Save me. Load me. Load me of meaningless poem and endless, like playing a Vinley on pizza course. Like single noise of meaningless. I have no idea what that's about. Is this tip even about writing? The fuck? Okay, maybe this game is getting a real fourth wall breaking. I think I'm gonna save that writing page. Oh, okay, cool. Holy crap, this is going real fast. What is auto? Oh, no. That's like probably auto choice or something. Yuri. Yep. Monica. Let's go. Come on. And save. I can't save. Okay. That was a waste of time. God damn it. Save. Let's go ahead and save back here. Yeah. Back there and right here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sweet. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki? I am so done with you. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch, what up? This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to press in the first place. I don't even get to read her poem. Well, fuck you, ass! What am I skipping? I'm not skipping anything. That was dumb. Alright, Sayori. Ooh, I like this one, Dal. It has some nice feeling in it. I'm glad. Doesn't mean it's better than yesterday's. What do you think? I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by heart. If it makes my feel things, then it must be a good poem. Not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Then maybe, honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. You don't... Why don't you at least try giving it some thought, though? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right, but you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point, eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? The word I'm looking for is bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help you give the rain cloud a little hug. And makes a nice happy rainbow. That's very poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Dal. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of... It's the secret place where I keep all my... Oh, your brain. Okay. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friends after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like a time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they all want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy, happy thoughts. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside in my head. Are you okay? I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly, but maybe I'm used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is it came out of good, so you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I feel like I wasn't meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die, huh? Don't get ahead of yourself. Sawyer always has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those things. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. If everyone could come sit in front of the room. It's about the festival. Sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good just in a few steps. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves. Certain mind, I don't really do last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We need much more than a few decorations. I've been working on posters. I've designed pamphlets. Give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but doesn't that tell what we're going to be doing for the event? Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're doing performing. We're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem and recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So we're just putting it all on the poster in case anyone's prepared ahead of time. Oh, whoops, I accidentally pressed the button. Sorry! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyways, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? No, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Ah, of course. And let's see, Monica flips through her notebook on the specific poem she had in mind for herself, then stands behind the podium. Oh, there's a hole in my sock. What the fuck? Anyways, what? It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me after and gives Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard with we must have forgot. And we applaud. Yuri holds the phone to her chest, rushes back to her seat. It was really good. Thanks for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry, Yuri, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think like you're acting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, your own head. It's your poem, it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Begins her poem, somehow feels like a soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem is aimlessly curious, here he is. Serene and bittersweet. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Dal liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that your other poems wouldn't work quite as well as with that kind of delivery. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. That might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Then who's next? Natsuki? Make a big poem. Get enough practice for festival, okay? Make pamphlets. Poem to recite instead. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort in for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it today. The festival's coming up. Try to write poems for tomorrow as well. Working out really nicely so far. I like to continue that. For the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. All right. I stand up. No way to be able to find the enthusiasm in my blah, 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 blah. Have to do my best. Whatever. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things has really happened, but today's Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no wonder. I was thinking about something from her. I like how we get to... I mean, Sayori fumbles with the word, so let's just say the one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to say? We're going with the Yuri event. Alright, I think we're gonna pause it for there. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that, guys. I think we're gonna keep going this. We're gonna keep going Yuri run. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna keep going for a Yuri run. Up right time. Peace.